Hi everyone, it's Gelsina. Today we're doing a 25-minute beach flow workout. Let's begin in a seated position, the middle of the mat, with a tall spine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out through the nose. Raise the arms up as you breathe in, interlace the fingers, stretch, and then exhale to the right side. Come back to center, inhale, and exhale to the other side. Continuing to breathe, we'll do this one more time. This time taking your right hand down to the ground, reaching the left over, and then coming over to the opposite side. Come back to center. Roll the shoulders back a few times. And then roll the wrists out a few times, bringing the arms out in front of you and going in the opposite direction. Come back to center, bring the arms up and then bring them down. So inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, bring the fingertips down. Really making the arms nice and long and the back nice and tall. This time, let's take the arms at shoulder height and we'll reach over to the right side as you inhale. Exhale, come to center and reach over to the opposite side. Inhaling with each stretch. Keeping your sit bones on the ground. Come back to center. Reach the arms in front of you, one arm over the other, and then reach them out, and then switch the opposite arm on top. So you're just bringing one arm on top of the other, and then opening the arms. Find your breathing here. Let's do 2 more, and then hold the arms out. Reach the fingertips up, push the palms out. Notice where you feel that. And breathe into those spaces. Now we'll reach the arms up, down, and out. Really keeping the arms long. Inhaling, reach the arms up, exhale, down, and in front of you. Let's do this a few more times. Breathing deep. And then relax the arms down. Let's move on to our hands and knees. And we'll do cat-cow positions, just going at your own pace, beginning to bring some movement into the spine. Breathing with each movement. I like to come up on my fingertips here just to bring more of an elongated feel. Let's come back to a neutral spine. Take a breath here. When you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and come to downward dog. Relax your head and breathe. Let's begin to warm up the body here. So shift forward to plank as you inhale, and as you exhale, push back to downward dog. We'll do this a few times, really staying strong in the arms when you shift forward and keep the hips high. Breathing with each movement. Let's hold in our plank position now. Bring your elbows down to the mat and then lift yourself back up. So we'll switch with each arm. First with one elbow, then the other, and then lifting yourself back up. Keeping your hips low, in line with the body. Really warming up the arms here. Let's now hold in our forearm plank. Breathe. Interlace the fingers. And let's lift one leg and then the other. We'll do this 10 times. Warming up the legs now. Breathing with each movement. One more. Release the knees down and push back to a child's pose. This should feel really nice. Let's come back up to hands and knees, tuck the toes, and back to downward dog. Let's prepare now to raise the right leg up. Inhale, bring the knee to chest. Exhale, bring it back up behind you. Let's do 4 more. Inhaling, bringing everything in, and exhaling, pushing the leg back. On this last one, let's hold the knee in towards the chest. Bring it over to your right shoulder and then lower the knee down and bring it over to the right shoulder. We'll do this 5 times. Really opening and loosening the hips. And then we'll step our right foot between the hands and just lift on your fingertips. Look forward and breathe. Lower the back leg, reach the arms up, and breathe into the chest here. Bring the palms together. And let's twist open to the right here, opening the arms. And if it feels good for you, bringing your right arm down to the leg, reaching the left arm up. Breathe. Swing the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Bring both hands down now, and let's come to a high lunge now. Breathing. From here, find your balance. Let's come into Warrior 3. So we're raising our back leg up, having a slight bend to the front leg. Lower the hands, fold over the right leg. Step back into downward dog and breathe. Feel free to stay in downward dog or shift forward and take a vinyasa or a baby cobra. Take a few breaths in downward dog. Reach your left leg up behind you. Swing it in between the hands. So just like we did the other side a couple of times as you inhale and exhale, push out. Pausing with the knee into the chest, bring the knee to the left shoulder and then tap the knee down center. Breathe. 5 times. Let's step the foot in between the hands and come into our lunge position. Look forward and breathe. Lower the back leg down, reach the arms up and back. Breathe into the heart space. Bring the palms together and then we'll twist open, opening the arms and the palms to the left. If you'd like, bring the left arm down and reach the right arm up. Let's take the hands back down. Come into your high lunge. Reach the arms up. Prepare for warrior 3. So we're shifting forward, balancing on our left leg. Reach the right leg back. Try reaching the arms forward this time. Breathe. Fold over the front leg. And then let's step our back leg back. Find yourself in downward dog. Shift forward, lower down into either baby cobra or vinyasa, and then back to downward dog. Let's lower the knees down and come to sit on the heels for a moment. Let's reach the arms up, lift the hips up, and then we'll just tap the hips down and lift the arms up. So we're not really sitting back on the heels here, we're just slowly lowering down and lifting straight back up, incorporating the arms. Breathe here. Feel strong in your entire body. So good. Let's just pause now. Breathe, and then lower the arms down. Sitting on the heels. Let's now shift forward to hands and knees. Bring your right leg back and your left arm forward. So we'll just tap and lift. Breathing. From here, let's bring the knee and elbow in and then reach out and tap and lift. So in, reach out, tap and lift. Breathing. Let's hold out and release down. So good. Let's go right to the other side. So left leg and right arm, tap and lift. Now let's bring elbow and knee in, reach out, tap and lift 10 times. Really feeling strong and long. What energy can you be bringing into the body? What energy can you be releasing? Let's hold the arm and leg out and then release down. Tuck the toes back to downward dog. Reach the right leg up and swing it between the hands. Find your balance, and when you're ready, let's lift up to a high lunge. Shift forward, and then we'll tap our left foot in and back, incorporating the arms here, keeping the right leg bent 10 times. Let's hold now, reach up to a straight spine, and let's do 10 pumps up. Really lifting up as much as you can, and then we'll shift forward and we'll do 10 arm pumps back, up and up and up. Keep breathing. I know this is difficult. Reach the arms up and then open to warrior 2. That should feel like a really nice release. Breathe here And then come right into triangle pose. Reach the arm overhead if that feels good for you. Let's bring the arms down, step back to downward dog, and come right to the other side. Reach the left leg up, swing it between the hands, find your balance, and come into a high lunge. Let's lean forward and then do 10 taps with our right leg, incorporating our arms. Breathing deeply here. Come back to center, high lunge. Let's do 10 pumps here, lifting up and up. Staying strong through your breath. Let's tilt forward again and do our 10 arm pumps. Up, up, and up. Keep breathing. Come back to your high lunge and right into warrior two. Opening the hips, breathe. Find your triangle pose, reach the arm up and overhead. Bring the arms down, step back into downward dog. Lower the knees and push back to child's pose. Let's slide forward to be on the front side of the body now. Reach the arms back. On your inhale, lift the arms and legs up and the chest. Exhale, lower down. Let's do 5 more, really lifting and breathing. Let's now reach the arms forward and then reach the legs out. So as you bring the arms down alongside the body, the legs come together. It's kind of like you're doing a snow angel. Breathe. This time, reach the arms forward. Legs are still up, and let's do swimmers. So we're just switching the arms and legs, really breathing here. I know this is tough, but we're almost done. And then release down. I like to stack one forearm on top of the other and rest my forehead. Find your breathing, notice your heartbeat. Let's bend our legs now. Come up onto our palms and bring our head towards the feet. Just going as much as you can and then lower back down. Let's do this a couple of times, just really opening the chest here and then lowering back down. Going as far as you're comfortable. Maybe you'd like to hold and just breathe. Coming up onto your fingertips is always an option. Lowering back down, let's find Sphinx pose, just coming up on the forearms, look forward, breathe. Press back now, keep the knees together, and let's come into a closed-legged child's pose. Let's come up now and come onto a seated position, the legs out in front of us, and very slowly let's lower down onto our spine. Keep the legs bent. Let's reach the arms up overhead and reach the legs out As you inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Exhale, reach out. Breathe deeply here. What energy are you bringing into the body, and what energy are you releasing? Let's reach out, and then we'll take our right hand to our left ankle and then left hand to our right ankle. Moving with your breath. Let's now take our legs to 90 degrees. Keep the sit bones down, and we're just reaching for the toes, up and up. Breathe. So good. From here, let's reach the arms back, legs back, and then we'll just take one knee into our chest and then switch knees. And I'm pumping the arms here. Breathe. From here, you can intensify it by just doing hand claps in front of the legs. Breathing. So good. Bring the knees in to the chest and then release down. Should really feel your abdomen on fire here. So to release the stomach and the abs here, I'm doing a tabletop pose so you can lift up and really stretch the front body here. If you want to go a little bit further, you could lower down and come into a full wheel pose, which is one of my favorite poses. Wherever you are, breathe. If you're in full wheel pose and you're feeling a little wild, you could reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. Just notice what that feels like. And then switch legs. So good. That's a difficult pose for myself. It's always nice to challenge ourselves. Let's lower down wherever you are. Keep the knees bent at first. And then we'll bring the bottoms of the feet together and let the knees go outward. So we're just stretching the hips here. I like to bring my arms overhead on the ground. Let's bring the knees into the chest and then drop the knees to the left side and turn your head to the right, looking over to the right hand, breathing. And come back to center and we'll go straight to the other side, just a simple twist. Let's come back to center and then stretch out our legs here. So reaching your right leg up. See what it feels like to point and flex your foot. Bringing your chest up towards your leg. And then let's switch legs. So bring your left foot into the body and point and flex. Let's release the legs down. Relax down on the spine. And then let's come into plank pose. You can always skip this pose if it's too much, but pressing into the palms, swing your legs behind you. Maybe the toes come to the ground. I like to interlace my fingers here and bring my chin towards my chest. And then wherever you are, slowly lower down. Relax the legs out and relax the arms out. Find a comfortable position here. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And just ask yourself, what energy can you bring into your body? Can you bring more positivity? What energy can you release? Can you let go of any negative thoughts or fear? What does the highest version of yourself look like? Let's slowly begin to reach our arms overhead and point the toes, stretch the whole body. And then when you feel ready, roll on to one side of the body using your arm as a pillow. Let's come up to a seated position like we began class, with a tall spine. Close the eyes. Take a few really deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs, and exhaling through the nose, releasing the air. One more time. Find your normal breathing, reach the arms up overhead, palms together, and then let's bring the hands in front of the heart. We will end our class here today. I know it was really challenging, but thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.